Good morning. Welcome to the Wellness Wake Up Weekly. Hello, Christine. Today we're chatting about smart treats and simple swaps, enjoying
Yes.
holidays without the guilt. This is a big one. And since tomorrow is Thanksgiving, this is a perfect topic to talk about, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. It's Thanksgiving Eve.
Yes, Thanksgiving Eve. It's also my sister's birthday. So happy
Ah!
birthday to Sarah.
Okay, introduce yourself because we forget to do that.
Yes. Okay. Right. So my name is Carrie Marie Vaughn, and I am from upstate New York, and I am an Unstickify Your Life coach. And I'm also a mother to 3 adult children, as well as a cat mom to 3 adorable cats. And that's it for right now. I won't go into too many more details. I'll let you go ahead and introduce yourself,
Yes,
Christine.
I am Christine Lunceford. I am in North Central Arkansas. I am a mom to 4 Jack Russells and married to my wonderful husband, and honestly just enjoying life. I'm also an Empower You coach and turning into
Awesome.
a freeze-dried guru.
We are both obsessed with wellness.
Yes, just a
And
little.
helping others. So that's why we are bringing you this, because we are obsessed with that. And if you are hopping on, be sure to say hello. We want to give you a little shout out. So be sure to say hello. Let us know where you are watching from. We shared with you where we are from. So share where you are watching from.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. So let's chat a little bit about our topic today, because who else has ever sworn that they'd be good over the holidays and then ended up feeling bloated or guilty about what you've eaten, or frustrated with yourself or with the options of food that are out there,
Mhm.
whatever, but you feel yuck, even though you said you'd be good. Let us know your thoughts on that, because I know I have been there before. I have been like, oh, I'm not going to eat all of the yucky stuff, but then it's there and it's so tempting. And yeah, so I have definitely been there. And then I felt really yucky afterwards. I've just felt super bloated, overfull, like you can't move, It's like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
just roll me in bed.
You know, a lot of people think that my not eating gluten, my gluten intolerance is a hindrance, but I tell you what, at this time of year, it makes life so easy.
Yeah. Yes, true. You're not tempted to go for the cookies and the pies and all of the other stuff.
So there is one thing I have learned though. It's not about restriction. It really
Hmm.
isn't. I mean, you and I both know it is not super hard if you're
Intentional.
intentional and I want to say mentally aware, but that's not the right word. What is the word I'm looking for, Carrie Marie?
Well, awareness
It
is
is
big. Like
being
just being aware and being what is the word?
isn't that terrible? Anyway,
But just being, yeah, being aware of, what you are putting in your body, and also, just making sure that you are choosing healthier options. Like, we're going to share with you some tips obviously today. That's the whole point of this. But so who cares that we can't think of the word? If
oh, no.
anybody else can read our brains and know what we're trying to think of, please drop in the comments.
It'll come to me in the middle of the next paragraph, sentence, whatever. So,
Yes.
okay.
Can you tell that I haven't had my Adapt this morning?
Oh my gosh. Okay. And I have not, oh my gosh, I haven't either.
Oh my goodness, this is not good. Sorry, all who are watching. We're
I don't even
running
think
on.
I've had my night yet. I've been running
Oh,
anyway. Okay. So,
yeah,
this is what happens when you don't take your supplements like you're supposed to. You lose your brain. So,
yes,
have
and it's
you?
it's easy to do when we're like in that perimenopause stage, that sometimes our brain just leaves our body and we don't know where it went, and it's somewhere. We'll find it. But Adapt does help us to keep the brain in the head
Absolutely. So,
and functional.
so curious, Carrie Marie, have you fallen into the stat of gaining 5 to 10 pounds between Thanksgiving and New Year's?
I saw that stat and I was like, I wonder if I've ever done that. I feel like I purposely don't weigh myself around the holidays.
Yes, 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 and stretchy pants. You live in stretchy
Yeah,
pants. I mean,
Oh my goodness. Have you ever seen the Friends episode where Joey wears Phoebe's maternity pants for Thanksgiving? I'm like, that's pretty
It
genius.
is pretty genius. I see people that dress up and they're so cute. And hey, you know what? I heard somebody say that was a tip. She wears pants that are too tight because
Oh,
then she doesn't overeat. And I was like,
true. Yeah. I
but
mean,
it
that's a
sounds
good
so,
not.
yeah, I thank you. I will put on my, sweatpants and lounge around and we all look like it's a
I'm the
day off.
same way.
Yeah,
I'm the same way. I don't want to wear uncomfortable, tight fitting clothes if it's my day to just relax and have fun. No.
exactly. Exactly. So we would love to hear, what is it? Has that happened to you?
Yeah.
Do you fall into that stat of gaining the 5 to 10 pounds?
Yeah. Has that happened to you in the past where during the holidays you tend to overeat a bit and back on the pounds? It's okay because a lot of people have done it. And I'm sure we have done it too. We just choose not to weigh ourselves.
Exactly. Well, and here's the positive thing. You're not going to screw up the entire year
True.
by eating wrong for 6 weeks. Because in
Right.
reality, in that 6 weeks, you're not eating wrong every single day for 6 weeks, I would hope.
Right.
And
But we're going to be sharing with you today some ways that hopefully you won't be in that place, in that
exactly.
position.
Exactly.
So, real quick before we dive in, though, I want to make sure that we let everybody know about the reminder or the giveaway. Wow. Definitely need that adapt soon.
Yes.
The giveaway that we are doing, we're doing two different giveaways. One is we're going to do a giveaway today. So, if you want a free self care guide, share this video on your Facebook. I don't know if there's a way that you can do it on YouTube, but if you are watching on YouTube, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you get notifications when we are going live in the future and any other fun stuff on there. But if you are on Facebook, be sure to share it and then let us know that you shared it because we won't be able to see if you shared it or not. So you have to share it and then pop in the comments that you've shared. That way you are entered to win today's giveaway for the free self-care guide. Also, between now and the end of the month, which actually this our last episode of the month? I think it is. It is.
It is.
Next week is December. Woo. Okay, crazy. So anyway, we're going to be doing another giveaway as well for something big that if you tag a friend, and we all know people who tend to overeat around the holidays, and it's not like throwing them under the bus by tagging them here. It's just helpful. They might be able to learn some things from today's episode, and it also counts for previous episodes too. So if you've watched previous episodes from earlier on in the month or last month, feel free to watch the episode, tag your friends, and then you'll be entered to win the big giveaway that we'll be choosing at the end of the month. So, all right,
Yeah.
let's dive in about what is actually really, really important. I know that we talk a lot about the food, but what has to come first?
Your mindset. And that's the word I was trying to think of was mindset.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
That was the word I was trying to think of was mindset. So going into it with the mindset of doing that is important.
Yes. Yes, because the mindset around food and around eating and around staying healthy and around moving our bodies makes a big difference. Because if we are constantly thinking about gaining weight, or if we're constantly thinking about all of the not good foods, or about how we hate working out and we don't have time to work out because we're so busy around the holidays and all this other stuff, then that's what we're going to fall into. The things that we think about are actually going to happen. And so rather than think about what you don't want, think about what you do want. How do you want to feel? How do you want to eat? How do you want to move your body? Maybe it's not actually going to the gym to work out if you don't have time this time of year, or if you really dislike going to the gym, but maybe it's moving your body in different ways. Maybe it's thinking about how you love certain kinds of healthy food and how can you incorporate that during this time. It's so many things in the mind because our mind is running the show.
Oh,
And
absolutely. Absolutely. And don't beat yourself up if you decide that you're going to eat that pecan pie or that, because that
right, because that's also doing damage as well.
absolutely give yourself grace. Guilt
Mhm.
for what you eat is not helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's not gonna do anything. So even I think that if you were to take some of the maybe not so good for you foods, but just make sure that you're being aware of, okay, do I really need this right now? Or can I wait a little bit longer? Or maybe I can take a smaller portion, whatever that is, because there are those things that we love and we look forward to because it's really the only time of the
Mhm.
year that we eat some of these things. And so I'm not saying, and we're not saying to avoid them entirely or to not think about them entirely, but it is try to focus your attention on what are some healthier ways that I can do this, that I can eat a smaller portion or wait and eat it a little bit later or have a drink of water first before you eat it, whatever, to help with the digestion and things like that. What are some things that you can do instead to be thinking about that? And then if you do have something that's not so great, don't beat yourself up over it.
No.
Just be like, that was delicious. I'm so glad that I have that, but I'm going to hold off on seconds.
Yes, and don't think you have to earn your food.
Mhm.
Don't not eat because
Oh
you wanna
yeah, don't
eat
starve
later
yourself.
later.
Don't go the
Oh
opposite.
my gosh,
Yeah.
that is so terrible.
Mhm. Right. We all need food. We need to be able to, function
Yes.
and have food to provide the nutrients and things like that. Give us the fuel to get through the day.
Oh, yeah,
But
and
so
and
yeah.
we can't forget our Ignite and our Adapt because we've already, like, proven that they work.
Right, and actually, I was going to mention too, because this is something that's been super helpful to me, is adding gold to my coffee every morning, as well as the Fit Fuel. It
Mhm.
not only helps to curb cravings so that I'm not craving those things that I really shouldn't be having, but it also helps keep me a little bit more full because it's got the protein in there from the Fit Fuel and all of the
Oh, yeah.
digestive enzymes and probiotics and prebiotics, all that good stuff is like helping with the digestion of the things that I am eating. So it's curbing the cravings and helping me feel more full and helping me digest better. It's like the perfect combination. I just
And doesn't it feel like a treat? It
Yes,
feels
it is.
like
It's
you went to the
literally
coffee shop and, got that sweet treat that was coffee, and yet this is so loaded with protein and oh, it's so good. Right.
yeah, it's so delicious. And it's so funny because of the gold, obviously it's like this yellowish color. And so everyone in my house is like, "Oh, what are you drinking? It looks so gross." I'm like, "Oh, it's so
Oh,
delicious."
yeah, well, and I,
It's
tried a new product today, added it in with my Bravenly stuff, but it's salted caramel flavor,
Ooh.
and I actually made it with tea this morning instead of coffee because that's what I had brewed. Oh, it is so good.
Ooh, is it like a chai tea?
I wish. I am so out of my chai tea. It is actually,
Oh.
the Louisiane, sun tea.
Oh, okay.
So
I've never had that before.
it's a black tea with orange pekoe.
Ooh,
So
okay.
it's
Well,
just
that sounds good.
yeah, it's just basically a black tea with a little better flavor, but I added all that in there. Oh, yeah, it's so good.
That's yummy.
So there's one of your swaps that you can do. For people
Yeah,
who
yeah.
if your sweet treat that you want and this goes for all year long. If you want a sweet treat and your sweet treat is coffee or tea loaded with all the stuff, you can message either one of us because we can give you multiple recipes and multiple options.
Yeah. Yeah,
And you
absolutely.
can drink
Because
this hot or cold.
right, right, hot or cold, and I mean, a lot of us are I shouldn't say a lot of us, I don't know how many people are watching or where you're watching from, but it's cold season here anyway, and so, I like to drink hot things in the wintertime. But yeah, if you're one of those people who like to drink things cold, then yeah, we have other things. Well, basically, it's the same thing, but just having it cold.
Yes. Yeah, and it
Uh,
was 80 here or last week. It's now, I think, 37 this morning, so burr.
Yeah, I don't know what the weather is here. It's very rainy out today, and thank goodness it's a little bit rainy and overcast so that I don't have the sun in my eyes today while we're chatting because I don't have curtains on my window that's right in front of me. And so usually, like as you know, and
I
sometimes
know.
being blind
I think I'm gonna I
tonight.
think I'm gonna start shopping for you a curtain at our bin store
Really?
and send it to you because we have curtains all the time, but, okay, so
I know.
cocoa. I know
Yes,
cocoa
yes,
is a
yes.
big thing right at this time of year, and
It
I
is.
don't drink
Oh,
it, so what do you do with your cocoa to make it healthier and less sugary?
well, first of all, I love the drift because that actually helps me fall asleep and it's not loaded with all the sugars, but I can also add my gold to it.
Mhm.
But if I actually wanna stay awake, so if I'm having, like, a hot chocolate earlier, which I'm not a big hot chocolate person, but you can make homemade hot cocoa using cocoa, you can use a sugar alternative, and actually, we didn't talk about that, but anything besides, like, refined sugar is good, like coconut sugar, honey, maple syrup,
Maple syrup, maple
stevia.
syrup. I love Carrie Marie's maple syrup. So good. I
It's
actually
just
have it
and it's got
hidden.
the
It's
taste.
hidden in my refrigerator and nobody else is allowed to use it.
It's literally like gold.
It is. It is so
Love
good.
it.
Well, and here's the thing. There are things that are sweet that are good
Mhm,
for you. So,
mhm,
like molasses has got health benefits. Maple syrup has health benefits. I use
mhm.
monk fruit in a
Honey.
lot of my stuff, and I buy mine from nuts.com, which if you haven't
Oh,
gone to
yeah.
nuts.com, I'm telling you, go to nuts.com. You
Yeah, I
message
have
me.
gotten some things from nuts.com
Oh,
before.
yeah. If you message me,
Oh,
I
and
can
so
send you a
you were the one
coupon.
that told me about those oats from
Yeah, and
nuts.com.
they don't have them anymore, and I'm so sad.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, but the monk fruit is 100% monk fruit on nuts.com, which, okay, this is not a nuts.com commercial, but I'm telling you, I love
No,
their
they're
stuff.
not
I'm
sponsoring
not
us.
sponsoring them. I have a coupon I can send you, but I don't get paid for this. So anyway,
Yeah.
um,
It just we're just giving tips here.
yeah, it's one of those share with a friend, give them a coupon. Okay, fine, here you go. Um, but yes, and okay, I don't like the artificial sweeteners.
No, and really they're filled with chemicals and stuff. I listened to a podcast one time about artificial sweeteners and it grossed me out entirely. First of all, I was never one to go for those
Mhm.
anyway, but after I listened to that podcast, I was like, I can't believe that those are allowed to be sold. It is the grossest thing. The way that they came up with these things, like literally they're made of chemicals.
Yeah,
Literal chemicals. There was the one of them, and I don't remember which sweetener it is, but it was like this scientist was working with chemicals and accidentally got something on his finger. And I don't know why he would lick the chemicals off of his finger. He touched it to his tongue anyway. He figured out it was sweet and he was like, oh, this is cool. And so he created this sweetener from this chemical he was just working with in the laboratory. I'm like,
well,
ew, ew.
aspartame was originally supposed to be a poison. I had a
So
neuro
basically,
I had
anybody
a
who uses aspartame is just poisoning
yeah,
themselves.
I had a doctor that was she did neurofeedback and she sent me the article and I'm like, "Oh my god, no wonder it gives me migraines." So if anybody
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
migraines, start looking at your diet drinks and see what's in them because it may be the cause. Okay,
Yes,
complete
well, that's the other thing too is the diet drinks, they're diet or they're sugar-free, but they're replacing the sugar with something chemical that's even worse for you sometimes than the sugar itself.
and is it appetite stimulant. Okay, and we're getting off topic.
Okay, totally off
So,
topic, but it's also helpful. So, like,
yeah,
on Thanksgiving or Christmas, instead of grabbing for that soda, take a peek and see what's in it. See if you can find in the store a better alternative. There are other things out there that are soda or juices or make your own of something that is not packed with, chemicals or
exactly.
refined sugar.
There's a couple different sodas that are out there. I think one of them's called I want to say it's called Ziva. I think. I don't
I would not
remember,
be
but if you
reaching out.
look at the ingredients, they're a little pricey, but if you're not drinking a case of soda, it's good. And there's like 3 ingredients and you can pronounce them all.
Oh, that's nice. That's
So
very
those are
nice.
the ones because I don't drink a lot of soda, but like
Yeah, I
every
don't
once in
either.
a while I'll want a root beer or I'll want a ginger ale or the black cherry is really good and I don't remember the brand. If somebody really, really wants to know, just message me and I'll tell you. But um there are alternatives because
Mhm.
there are more people demanding healthier things.
Yeah, especially with all of the stuff that's been coming up lately, digging into all of the very harmful ingredients that are being used, especially in children's foods and drinks and stuff.
Terrible.
It's disgusting. But it's really across the board, anything that's processed, whether it be drinks or food, really look at the ingredients because a lot of them are packed with these chemical fillers, things that are very harmful. And it's not good for us to ingest. And then we wonder why we have different problems, whether it be mental health things or physical things or behavioral things, like all of these things are stemmed from what we're putting in our body
Mhm.
and what we're watching and listening to and what we're letting bother us. That we could go on a whole tangent about that, but keep this in mind during the holidays. If you want to feel good and you don't want to be stressed out, pay attention to what you're putting in your body, what you're watching, what you're listening to, what you're allowing to determine how you're feeling,
Yes.
really.
And then make a conscious decision. Hey, the pecan pie looks delicious. Okay. Here's a trick I have used and it's been great. I look at food and I ask myself how I'm going to feel after I am done eating it.
Mm,
So,
that's a good idea.
like, and I started doing this because I love old fashioned donuts. And after going through all the things I've gone through, trust me, this was not an overnight thing. I now can look at that and I can name everything that is going to happen to my body if I eat it.
And then it's like a turn
And
off
then
and you're
it
like,
is, and then
"Ooh."
I'm like, "Oh, okay. No, thanks." Kinda like, "Hey, it looks like fun to jump off a bridge." Okay, if I jump off the bridge and the bungee cord snaps, I'm gonna die. Maybe I don't wanna do that.
Right, right.
You know, it's kind of this okay, that's an extreme comparison, but knowing the consequences is important, and I'm not saying
Yeah,
jump off a bridge
exactly.
without a bungee cord, please don't. Um,
Yes.
but
It helps our brain process that though, because sometimes our eyes will get the better of us. We'll be like, "Ooh, that looks so yummy." But we don't stop to think like, how is it going to affect me? My mood, how is it going to affect how I'm
Mhm,
feeling? All of that stuff. If something tends to make you feel yucky, and you're thinking about that feeling yucky, when you look at it, you're not going to really be drawn to it anymore.
yeah.
All right, we've gone totally off topic, but it's also helpful information that we're sharing. But let's talk about a few other swaps. I know that, first of all, purple potatoes or sweet potatoes versus white potatoes are way better because they're colorful. So even if anything, if you're thinking about anything about what you're going to eat, the more colorful, usually the more vitamin and nutrient packed it is.
Mhm.
So if it's something completely white, like white potatoes, like white bread, like turkey. I mean, not that turkey is terrible for you, but take it in, like, it is protein filled. So that's the good thing about it. But you don't want to have a white plate. You want to have a very colorful plate.
Yeah,
Um, because the more colorful, the more nutrients.
yeah.
And also, speaking of protein, having protein rich snacks ready is super handy as well, because that way you're not always grabbing for just anything
Right.
like chips or whatever it might be, but you can easily grab the protein packed things.
Right. Like, okay, a simple swap is have veggies and hummus. You
Hmm.
can even get sweet hummus if sweetness is your draw. I told Carrie Marie,
Yeah.
Here we have a brand that has dark chocolate hummus. There's pumpkin pie, there's apple pie, and you can make your own, which is
Hmm.
even better. But if you're not willing to make your own, doing those swaps because hummus does have protein in it, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah, it is pretty protein
I mean,
packed.
because
Hmm.
it's chickpeas. So, um, having snacks that are easy to grab that are high protein is
Yeah.
so important.
Speaking of chickpeas, have you had the chickpea pasta? It's really delicious and it's more protein, it's less carbs. It's really, really delicious. I love it.
I just had
I
one that
don't know if the
had
pasta.
lentils. I think it had lentils, chickpeas, and something else in it. And it was really
Mm.
good, and the texture was good.
Yes, that's the big thing too, because I've had things, I don't know what it was, the other kind of pasta I have tried, but the texture was so gross. It was almost like, oh, I think it was just considered gluten-free pasta. Just the plain old gluten-free pasta. I think that they use gluten-free flour, almond flour, whatever they're using, but the texture is like almost grainy and mushy. It's nah.
Yeah.
I would rather just skip out on pasta entirely because I'm not a big pasta person anyway. But if I'm gonna have it, I want it to be like good flavor and a good texture.
Mhm.
If it's not, there's no sense in even having it. So
Absolutely. Okay, so dessert.
yeah.
That's a big part of Thanksgiving. You
Hmm.
make your own pies, don't you?
Yeah, we make our own
And
pies.
do you guys cut your sugar?
Yes. Yep.
Because I know that's
And yeah, we cut the sugar. We don't use as much sugar as they would normally call for, or use a sugar replacement like, a monk fruit or stevia or
maple syrup.
maple syrup. Yep.
I'm going to
Yep.
keep going back to maple syrup. I love
Yep.
maple syrup.
Me too.
Well,
And we have a stockpile of it. If anybody needs maple syrup and you're local to me, reach out.
Yeah. I love, 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 love your maple syrup. And here's the thing. I think my number one tip to cut what you're eating is drink water. Even if you're drinking alcohol too. I'm not saying you can't have your alcohol, but in between your glass of wine or whatever it is, drink a glass of water. Even better if you can add hydrate to it, because if you can add hydrate, you're increasing your electrolytes.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
So what would your number one swap be, or tip, or
Well, I was going to say the water thing too, because that's a big thing for me. I always have my giant water thing around and I'm always drinking water. Definitely like as soon as I wake up in the morning before I go to bed at night. And because we get dehydrated when we sleep at night, but then especially during meals, before meals, all of that kind of stuff, because it helps with the digestion. But another thing is like going for a walk after you eat. That helps a lot. Even if it's literally for 10 minutes, it helps a lot with just moving things along. You could do laps around the house if you needed to. If it's yucky weather or something like that, you don't want to go outside, do laps around the house. Get your family together, be like, we're going to do a little parade.
Yeah. Do a dance party, turn on the music and do what is it? Conga line.
Dancing.
Do a conga
Yes,
line.
exactly. Dancing instead of walking is just as good. And it's sometimes even more fun because you got fun music going. And, of course, this time of year, I love putting on Christmas music, and I've got my Christmas tree up with lights on already.
I have nothing else.
I was going to hold off until after Thanksgiving because we're hosting Thanksgiving, but I couldn't resist. I was at a coffee shop the other day and they were putting up, it was like, I don't know, a week and a half ago, I was there and they were putting up their Christmas tree with lights. I was like, oh, that looks so cozy. I need to put my tree up.
Okay, so here's a tip. Here's something I just heard on Caleb, which has nothing to do with food. People who put their Christmas decorations up early tend to be more emotionally intelligent.
Oh, look at that.
And more joyful.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was very interesting.
That is very interesting.
I was like,
well, that's
well,
good to know.
Maybe
well, it looks like you need to put your tree up, Christine.
I don't even want to dig mine out of the garage. That's terrible. Okay.
Well, you can at least put lights up. Just drape some lights around your house.
Yeah, it's all in the same tote. I don't know. It may happen. So yes. Giveaway. All right. Don't forget, giveaway. Tag your friends, share. Make sure if you share, you tell us that you've shared. Because we're going to be doing the drawings. And if you're catching this at the end, you can go back and watch the beginning and Carrie Marie goes through the whole thing. So I think we've kind of covered cravings a little bit. Drink your water, make sure you're hydrated, get sleep.
Mm-hmm. Sleep is really important because and also find ways that help you to de-stress, because sometimes when we're like super stressed, or when we have poor sleep, or when we're dehydrated, we tend to grab food instead.
Mm-hmm.
We for some reason, our bodies are kind of weird like that, where we just crave food when we are stressed out, when we're tired, when we're dehydrated. And instead, we should be doing something to manage that stress, or getting the sleep, or getting in our water and our hydrate so that we are not getting dehydrated. And then we wouldn't be craving food so much.
Right. Yes. And I love one mindful tip that I've heard you say multiple times: put your fork down between bites.
Mm-hmm. It's something that takes practice, especially if you're not used to doing it. I sometimes will catch myself going back and you're almost there, like shoveling food. And I'm like, no, like set the fork down, take a bite and set the fork down while you're chewing. It's so important. It helps with digestion, and it helps you also to be mindful of what you're eating and how
Mhm.
fast you're eating and things like that.
And I know this probably sounds stupid to a lot of people. Chew your food.
Mhm.
I mean, I've
Mm.
watched some people and I'm like, it reminds me of my dog. Bite, bite, swallow. And I'm like, you're not getting the taste. You're not chewing. There's something to do with chewing, and I read this and I don't remember exactly, but there's something to do with chewing that affects your digestion.
It does. Well, it's the first part of
Yeah,
digestion.
I mean, so it like
When we put
triggers
food in our mouths and we chew, that's the first part of digestion. Before it even goes down the throat and into the stomach, where all of the little stomach acids are breaking down things, we're supposed to be breaking it down with our teeth. That's why we have teeth so that we can chew our food. That's what I
yes.
used to tell our son Dylan used to, for some reason, like to suck on his food when he was little, like a little toddler. We used to be like, chew, 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 chew. You were always reminding him to chew his food.
Poor Dylan. Oh,
Now
that's
we do
funny.
that to his dog Otis. Whenever we give him like a treat or something, we're like chew, 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 so he doesn't inhale his food.
That's funny. Well, another thing that does is in that time that you're chewing, you can have gratitude for your food. You can
Mhm,
appreciate the taste. You can enjoy the texture if that's something that you enjoy. If if
mhm.
you're not enjoying eating it, don't eat it.
Yes, yes, exactly. You should be eating for whether it be the nutrients or the taste or whatever it is, but you shouldn't just eat to eat. You should eat because you are trying to fuel your body. So yeah, I totally agree,
Yeah,
Christine, because if we are setting down our food and we are thinking about how grateful we are for that, we're savoring it. Like that's the whole point of the word savor is like just picture something that's so delicious that you absolutely love and just savoring that bite,
mhm,
not inhaling it, like chewing it slowly, setting down that fork and really appreciating that food that you just put in your body. And in turn, it's helping your body to think a little bit more about what you're eating.
mhm.
It's helping you to digest better because you're starting that process with the chewing. It's just good overall, and then you don't end up overeating because your body can register when it's full sooner than if you just scarf a bunch of food. It's like the body hasn't had time to catch up yet. So you don't end up actually feeling full until you're already over full and bloated.
Exactly. And I mean, the whole point is it's Thanksgiving. Let's be grateful.
Mhm. Be thankful. Yep. So all of these things. Oh my goodness. All right. And we're a tad over time today, but and we also didn't really talk about well, we kind of talked about gratitude and stuff like that, but also focus on enjoying the moment and creating memories rather than stressing out over the food. Like the food is an extra bonus
Mhm.
during the holidays to enjoy, but really focus on being grateful for enjoying the moment. Be present in the moment. Don't be stressing over the food. Don't
No,
think that like it's all about the food, even though feel like we sometimes tend to do that. It's all about, the prepping ahead of time. I've made my lists, we've got our little shared lists of who's bringing what for food and what's going to be for appetizers and what's going to be for the main meal and everything. But it also should be about the company of our loved ones surrounding us, about the fun, the games, the catching up, the laughing, whatever it is. Like create those memories and enjoy the moment rather than think constantly about the food.
then actually, so this is, I don't know if this is a fact or not, but a funny thought as you were talking is in a month, people are going to remember the experience and how you made them feel, not the food you fed them, unless you have a food disaster.
Yes, true.
Just saying, those are going to
If
be
you burn the turkey.
those are going to be the things. Oh my gosh, we sent the smoke detectors off. We burnt the turkey. We burnt the meringue. Those are the things that are, but turn them into memories and make it fun.
Mhm,
I mean, and you know what? If it happens, open the windows and it'll be fine.
right. And it's about the preparing of the food together and the eating of the food together. It should be about the togetherness and not necessarily about the food. So,
Absolutely. So I would say
yeah.
enjoy your food tomorrow.
Mhm.
Don't be
Yes.
so horribly restrictive. Eat on a smaller plate. Taste everything.
Mhm.
Um, And of course, do what we didn't do. Take your Adapt, take your Ignite.
Yep. Take your supplements. I mean, I do have Fit Fuel and Gold in this, so I'm partially there this morning. I did not go for my other things yet. My morning has been a little bit off, but that's okay.
Mine too. So
Yes.
don't forget, everybody, giveaways. Make sure you tag your friends. Go back and watch the old ones from the last month, and trust me, some of them you're going to want to watch. Share.
They'll be super helpful.
Oh yes, especially for the stress one. The stress one, I think, is a big one.
It is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And also let us know what you are going to be doing this holiday season. Something that you've learned from this episode or previous episodes. Drop a comment and let us know maybe one healthy swap that you're going to make, or a healthy tip that you're like, oh yeah, that sounds like something I need to try doing. Pop it in the comments. Let us know. It, first of all, it helps you to be a little bit more accountable to what it is you say you're going to do. And I think sometimes telling other people is a good way of kind of locking that into our minds of like, hey, I am going to do this. I am making a point to do this, whatever it is.
Absolutely.
So let us know.
Absolutely. And if there's something you're struggling with, I don't know how to swap this, message one of us or comment, because trust me, this was surface of what we know.
Yeah. And don't forget to stay tuned for next week's episode. And again, like, we do this every single week on purpose because we want to bring you wellness tips. Next episode is next Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And we're going to be talking about new year, new you. Let's reframe that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people have that in their mind that with a new year, you have to be a new you. But we're going to talk a little bit more about really diving in to that topic and reframing that in our minds so that it doesn't freak us out.
Absolutely. Well, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, Carrie Marie. And I hope everybody has a safe and fun day.
Enjoy the day.
Yeah.
Enjoy the day. Bring the joy. Have fun.
Yes. And we will see
Well,
you next week.
Yes. See you next week. Have a